Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Entertainment Channel, and today I am bringing to you guys some not so good news. Although, but at the same time, it's not surprising. So apparently, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is still going through rewrites, according to the director J.J. Abrams. Now, look, this honestly does. This shouldn't surprise anyone. If I'm being honest, it really shouldn't surprise anyone. Everything that's come out about this movie is just more and more proof that this movie is going to be an absolute mess. We're less than a month away, and apparently it's still going through rewrites. This should have been done months ago, and instead they're still doing it. Of course, there was the news that there were multiple cuts, all apparently received negatively from test audiences, and every single time it happened, they kept going back and um, reshooting the movie and then testing it again, and then it was bad. They reshot again, tested it, and it turns out it was fine. And you think that would have been the end of it, but no. Apparently, it's still going through rewrites. All right, let's get into this article. So, J.J. Abrams insinuates that Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker going through rewrites. Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker director J.J. Abrams insinuated the film is still going through rewrites 71 days from its release date. Oh boy. But the process has really just begun, as one might expect, talking through a story. Give me a second, sorry. Finding things that make us emotional and going with our gut the best we can. Listening to critiques and criticism bullshit. Trying to make it better as we go, not being afraid of the better idea. Abrams then details the specifics of their writing process, dealing they would each go and write a scene and then compare afterwards. Usually we'll talk through a scene and then we'll each go off and write different scenes and then share them and do passes on each other's scenes and come up with something. And he's been great not just in the writing of the movie, but during the movie and even in post, helping make it better, losing things that we keep trying to make work but don't, and realizing, let's just cut it. He's here now. He's downstairs. So as he's doing this interview, like they're rewriting it as they were. Oh boy. Not only does Abrams insinuate that they're rewriting the film, but Rolling Stone reveals the interview took place at Bad Robot in a green screen room that allows Abrams maximum movie tweaking flexibility. They also reveal that Abrams was actually doing reshoots on the film at the studio less than 80 days from its release date. One major rumor has indicated that Abrams and Lucasfilm are actually reworking 75% of the entire movie. We already heard that. I think I covered that in a video. A YouTuber Doomcock revealed a source told him, I have Star Wars info. They are still shooting. They were having to remake almost the whole movie as what they tested as the movie was a complete pile of flopping shit. Honestly, like again, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, this is coming from Abrams, so yeah. Not only did Abrams reveal Terrio was still in the studio, but he also seemingly debunked Kathleen Kennedy's statement that Star Wars does not have any source material to pull from. According to Abrams, Terrio is well versed in the extended universe. I'm not gonna touch on that because otherwise this video will be too long. He really is such a brilliant human, and the way he approaches everything is kind of scholarly. Whatever he's working on, he'll read up on it in a way that is so impressive. He'll often carry with him a literal pile of books that he's reading. It was fascinating working with someone who was so well versed in the extended universe. Oh, again, no, that deserves its own video. What do you make of Abrams' comments? Do you believe he's insinuating rewrites are still happening, or do you think he's discussing typical post-production work? Okay, no. So this is just more. Again, this is more proof that this is an absolute mess. And the second this movie's come out, the second this movie comes out, I'm telling you, this movie's gonna be torn apart. I feel like this is gonna piss off even fans of The Last Jedi. You know what? If they wanted anything that was going to unite the Star Wars fandom, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. This is what's going to finally unite the Star Wars fandom. It was split from The Last Jedi. You had people who loved it. You had people who hated it. You have people down the middle. But I'm telling you, this is going to be what's going to bring the entire Star Wars fandom back as one. Everyone is gonna hate this film. This is gonna be an absolute mess, and we actually have another article that alludes to that. That alludes to to the fact that people are not gonna like this movie, and that's this. New alleged Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker leaks detail the Emperor's role in the film. New alleged details for The Rise of Skywalker detail. Okay, those details came from 4chan and describe the climax of the film, especially Rey and Kylo Ren's confrontation with Emperor Palpatine. And while much of the leaks are similar to the rumored test screen reported on by Doomcock, which by the way, go subscribe to him if you haven't, there are some differences as Doomcock details below. The leak states that Rey confronts Palpatine, who is attached to a life support chair on Exegol. He proceeds to recite the speech he gave to Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi, in what I can only assume would be an attempt to turn her to the dark side, much like he attempted with Luke. Of course they are. Of course they're gonna mirror the Return of the Jedi. I mean, they already copied everything else. Force Awakens was basically just A New Hope, and The Last Jedi had Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And now it seems like they're copying Return of the Jedi even more. However, Palpatine also reveals that Rey is his granddaughter. The alleged leaker notes Palpatine doesn't go into detail about which one of her parents was his offspring. I don't think, because nobody cares. Yeesh. Rey then questions how Palpatine is alive, given that Vader killed him during the Return of the Jedi. Palpatine reveals that the supposed Emperor who died was actually a clone. In fact, Palpatine reportedly reveals that he knew Vader would betray him. This knowledge of Vader's betrayal led him to create the clones and seclude himself on Exegol. So, okay, here's the thing. I'm not going to comment on that. I am going to make a video talking about why this was absolutely stupid. So, for now, let's continue. The leaker also details that the Knights of Ren are also implied to be clones. In fact, a younger clone walks into the room where Rey and the Emperor are talking. This clone is reportedly played by Matt Smith. After Matt Smith enters the room, Kylo Ren approaches the throne room but is thwarted by the Knights of Ren. In order to aid him, Rey uses the Force to teleport Leia's lightsaber to him after receiving Leia's lightsaber. Kylo Ren dispatches the Knights of Ren and enters the throne room. Palpatine seems pleased with Kylo Ren's presence. The alleged leaker writes, Sheev smiles and states how Rey and Kylo have finally been brought together, almost mirroring Snoke's speech in The Last Jedi. So now they're copying even one of their own films. Wow, okay, yeah. This is one of the things that meant Emperor Palpatine issues Order 67, yada yada yada. It's more garbage. More garbage. So apparently, Kylo Ren dies, Rey becomes angry, and somehow channels every Jedi ever. So it's not enough that you basically made her a Mary Sue. Now you're turning her into the Avatar. You're turning her into the Avatar. I mean, just congratulations. Congratulations, JJ. You just proved that you're one of the laziest, least creative filmmakers out there. It was bad enough we had Frozen 2, but now apparently we're about to get episode 9. And if you want to know what I mean by that, go watch my review of Frozen 2. It should be out before this video. Ugh. If this part of the leak is true, it's a drastic change to see how we've seen Force Lightning handled in the prequels. In Revenge of the Sith, Mace Windu deflects Palpatine's Force Lightning with his lightsaber and sends the charged energy back at him. It does not blow him up, but severely disfigures him. Nevertheless, after defeating Palpatine, Rey then uses Force Lightning and fires into the sky in order to disable the Sith Armada. So she just automatically learns how to use Force Lightning, the most powerful Sith ability, and she can just use it like it's nothing. So in the third act of the film, not only did she learn how to teleport objects using the Force, but she also just instantly learns how to use Force Lightning. Okay, sure. This is going to be a mess. This is going to be panned by both critics and the general audience, and you know that usually the general audience and critics do not agree on like 99% of everything. But this is going to be one of those rare films where both critics and the general audience are going to end up hating it. If this happens, Star Wars is officially dead. Bye, kill it. Just like they said, kill it if you have to. This is fucking stupid. So, that's it. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it down below. Alright, bye.